My first suicide attempt was taking pills.
A few months back, one of my friends there, Chantel, took her life.
I swam fully clothed into the middle of the Red River.
My parents died by suicide 20 years ago now.
When times were really tough, my mom would talk about taking her own life.
Most of us at one time or another will think about suicide. The first step to suicide prevention is to understand and to know what the warning signs are.
Changes in people's moods or behaviors, so maybe the person might seem a little more withdrawn.
That might be an increase in alcohol consumption or drug use.
Engaging in reckless behavior, so perhaps you might see a young person having multiple car accidents.
Feeling like there is no hope and feeling like there's nothing that they can do about it.
Sometimes we hear people say that they haven't felt like eating, or they have been eating excessively to help cope with the pain.
When you see people beginning to remove themselves from social situations, being more aloof, being more distant.
Either having difficulties falling asleep or having difficulties getting back to sleep in the wee hours of the night. So fatigue can quite often come into effect as well.
It needs to take you to the next step, which is then having a conversation with that person that you're concerned about.
For the most part, people are just looking for that connection. You know, another human being to connect to, another human being, so that they know that they're not alone and that they can make it through and that they're heard.
Speaking the words out loud to somebody can have a really tremendous and powerful effect on somebody.
If somebody wasn't thinking about suicide prior to you asking the question, that's not going to cause them to begin thinking about it.
It's like a lifeline to bring hope to that person that is feeling suicidal.
If you are concerned about someone that you think may be having thoughts of suicide, that might be at risk, that before you talk to them, you can call the Manitoba Suicide Line, or you can call the crisis line and talk to a counselor over the phone about how to approach the situation.
It's so important to have an open mind. It's so important to value where other people are coming from.
In our communication, we want to be calm, we want to be sincere. We don't want to minimize anything.
And just being there for them and allowing them to speak a little more about why they have decided that this is what the answer is.
They just want somebody to listen to them. You know, I don't have to be a superhero. I just have to actually hear what they say, care about them.
In talking to a counselor over the phone, you can also get information about what resources are available in the community that you can give to that person.
And if somebody chooses to call a phone line, then I'm going to do my best to give them what they need to help them through. And I think when people get that, they feel better. It's as simple as that.